Great morning, business owners and managers, and welcome to another awesome episode of CX in the Morning, Customer Experience in the Morning. I am your host, Wess Walters, and on every single CX in the Morning, I bless you with customer service tips, customer experience tricks, and I leave you with gems. And by gems, I mean actionable takeaways that you can implement at the speed of now. Literally immediately after this broadcast, you would be able to share what you've learned with yourself, with your team, making your team and your business bigger and better and badder. That's what we're doing for 2021. Bigger, better, and badder. Happy New Year, first of all. Happy New Year. How was everyone's weekend? How was everyone's weekend? How is everyone doing? Let's be sure that we have this shared with the family. Absolutely. That's shared. All right, great. How has everyone's week been? How has everyone's weekend been? Is everyone's good? See, I had that blur filter on my camera. Don't know what's going on over there. All right, Mr. Lester, Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year. And wishing you nothing but health and wealth and divine wisdom and prosperity. We're all about prosperity and abundance, right? So today is Pop Quiz Day. Didn't know you were going to have a pop quiz, but yes, you're having a pop quiz today. So how was the check-in before the lesson? How was everyone doing? How was everyone doing? If you're doing okay, Mr. Lester said he's doing great. Happy New Year. Anyone else is doing okay? Well, let's just jump right into it. I know you're like, oh, pop quiz? Yes. Pop quiz. It's no problem. I have the answers for you. And it's an open book test. It's an open book test. But we definitely just want to get a feel to how individuals are really doing in their business. Not just say we're doing well and then we're not, but to really get a feel to how we're actually doing. Miss Bernadette is in the building. She says, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. Lester here over on Instagram. Happy New Year, Miss Bernadette. How are you? How was your weekend? First of all, how did you bring in the week? How did you bring in the new year? How was your weekend? And you want to grab your notepads, Miss Bernadette, and anyone who's looking. You want to either get your notepad or you want to get a separate device. If you're watching it on your mobile, you want to pull out your extra device and take notes, or you want to do the old handy dandy notepad, the good old notepad, good old notepad. So yeah, you want to definitely take notes. This is mad blurry, but I don't want to end because I'm going to be sharing my screen. Anyway, so let's jump right into it. So this is sacred ground. This is sacred ground, and it is okay to be honest. It's okay. Nobody is going to be mad at you because you're honest. The ones who really are going to benefit from this are the ones who are honest. Now, if you have a question, please, this is all that I ask. If you're going to stay with me for 45 minutes, this is all that I ask. If you have a question or a concern, ask it while I'm live. And here is why. Because others who are watching are going to benefit from you asking that question. Somebody else, if you thought about it, somebody else thought about it too. And they're thinking just like you, but they are afraid to ask because they don't want to look dumb. They don't want to look foolish. For whatever reason, fill in the blank. But I'm begging you, if you have a question, ask it. This is free group coaching. So if you ask the question, Jackie was thinking the same thing. She gets to benefit from your answer with just one question. And Jackie might ask a question that you never even thought about, and then you benefit from the answer. All right. Great morning, Miss Kima Lloyd Jarvis. She is back. Good morning, Miss Queen. So if you guys are on Instagram, you're not going to be able to see my screen. I'm about to be sharing my screen. You want to definitely go over to Facebook and or YouTube at Wess Walters, or in Twitter, Wess Walters. But on Facebook, it's Wess Walters and Associates. You want to go over there so that you can see the screen, because I'm about to share my screen. Kima, you are a teacher, so today is your lucky day, pop quiz day. Right after the, I had teachers that would do that. You would come back from a vacation, from a time off, and as soon as you come in, pop quiz. You're like, what? Yeah, pop quiz time. But it's going to be easy. It's an open book test. Open book test, because if you've been here all year, you get to, most of the stuff. So let's share screen here and pull that up. There we go. All right, cool. So let's make this a little bigger, because I know some of you guys are watching this on a mobile. All right, so we're at 200%. That's probably as large as it gets, right? All right, so here we go. So this is 2020 in review. So before we jump into 2021, oh, new year, new me. I'm so happy that 2020 is gone. Whoa, slow down, baby. Let's take a look at some of the things. Now, again, you should have a pen and paper, or you should have another device. If you're looking at this at your phone, you want to have another device to capture these things. And these are 20 questions that are paramount to moving you forward into 2021 successfully. All right, so question number 1. Top 5 things that customers made known to you that they liked or didn't like, or went well or didn't went well. Now, these are things either to you directly or to your frontline employees. Top 5 things that customers gave you the thumbs up and said, hey, this is awesome. I really like it. And you can write these down or shout them out in the chat. Shout them out in the chat as well, so others can benefit from it. So top 5 things that the customers made known that they like or that you did well. Next on the list, let me give you guys about 60 seconds to answer that. Top 5 things. Did they, Miss Bernadette, she has a catering company. Did they say the oxtail was amazing? Was this the best oxtail we've ever had? Did they say that, the seasoned rice or the curry chicken was amazing? The meat just fell off the bone. What are the top 5 things that they even brought to you or Mr. Lester Photography? Did they say that the 4K quality of I've seen 4K, but this is beyond 4K. Were they complimenting about the quality of the images? Top 5 things that customers made very clear that, hey, thumbs up, you're doing a great job. All right, number 2, top 5 things that customers complained about. Yes, again, this is it's okay. We're gonna have problems. It's okay. This is sacred ground. Top 5 things that customers complained about. Write those down. Number 3, have you changed those things, those top 5 things that the customers complained about? Did you make changes to them? Did you make changes to those 5 things that consistently customers were complaining about? Number 4, top 3 customer initiatives that you put in place last year to better serve your customers. These create some give you an opportunity to think. And, before you jump into 2021, yes, I'm about to crush it. If you didn't rectify a lot of the stuff from 2020, you're going to be bringing that baggage in to 2021. And I know this is the first week. So I know, yes, we are already in 2021, but slow down. Let's hold the brakes here. Top 3 customer initiatives that you put in place last year to better serve your customers. Number 5, top 3 initiatives that you put in place to make it easier for your employees. Top 3 initiatives that you put in place to make it easier for your employees. Did total earnings for the business increase or decrease last year? Did the business make more money than in 2019 or less money? If total earnings increase, did you give raises or end of the year bonuses? If you did it better, if the business did better and your team had a lot to do with that, did you share that winning with them, those wins with them? I'm not talking about, hey, high five, you guys are amazing, but with the money. Did you share it with your team? Or did the business do exceptionally well and you're like, no, I'm going to buy me my new Lexus. And you guys can continue to make minimum wage. If the business made, if the total earnings increase, what upgrades did you make to the business? The whole purpose is to reinvest into the business. So do you have delayed maintenance? Do you have an area of the business that needs a new sheet of paint? And you're like, nah, I'm going to get these new rims for this Lexus. Do you really need a new POS or point of sales? And you're like, nah, let's just use this cash register because my grandmother used the cash register. I'm old school. Did you upgrade to the business? Did you make decisions from a customer-centric point of view? You're like, what in the world is that, Wes? So you want to be sure that all of your decisions for your business are the customer is at the center of your decision making. Not price. The customer is at the center of your decision making. What do I mean by that? Let me explain. So let's just say you have to now keeping the customer at the center of all decisions. It's not guaranteed to make the customer happy all the time. I want to be very clear. Just because you keep the customer in mind in every decision doesn't mean that every decision is going to make the customer happy. However, you still keep them in mind. And here's why. So you might come to the point where you have to raise your prices because, so let's say you have a catering company and the price of meat is going up. If the price of fuel goes up, everything goes up. So let's just say the price of fuel is going up and the price of meat is going up. So chicken is going up. The price of poultry is going up. Now you're going to have to raise your prices in order to make a profit. Now, keeping the customer in mind, or to hire let's say the business is picking up and you need to hire more staff, or team players, the prices are going to go up. Now, you still have to share that information with the customer and say, hey, prices are going up. But in order for us to continue to serve you at a world-class level, we have to raise the prices. One, because meat is going up, and to hire more waiters and cooks and chefs. However, the customer is not probably going to like the prices going up, but they're going to understand that they were at the center of that decision. Profit was not at the center of that decision. Keeping them at the center of the decision and serving them at a world-class level was at the center of that decision. And over time, they will understand that, yes, the price have to go up, and they get it. Totally understandable. Moving on. Where do you feel that you need help as it pertains to serving your customers at a world-class level? Again, we're being honest here. Where do you feel that you need help? Where do you feel that you need help? Where do you feel that you need help in regards to serving your customers at a world-class level? Do you have a customer journey map in place for your business? If you've been watching all year, you should have a customer journey map. If so, what part of the customer journey map seems to be the biggest pain point for your customers? In your customer journey, in booking you have a event hall, and booking your event space. They go to the website, they Google event space near me, you pop up. They go to the website, they do a virtual tour, they see the business, they see the area, they see where it is on the map, and they want to secure the date. They purchase it, and and for some reason it won't allow them to select one day, and they only need it for one day. It only does 3 days at a time. That's a pain point. Let's say it's not that. Let's say they do the transaction, it goes through flawlessly. However, when they click pay, or before they click play, they select their date, and it leads to a booking a call with a project manager, just to be sure that, again, the business is serving you at a world-class level, and the call that page has an error. The page is not available. That's a pain point. So what part of the customer journey is there a pain point for your customers? All right, next question. Do you even know what a journey map is? Number 14, do you have SOPs created and in place? Number 15, do you have an ideal client avatar created? Take, for example, again, a catering service. Yes, you serve food to anyone who is hungry and anyone who wants to buy. I get it. Yes, you do. However, your ideal client is who you would prefer to serve every single day. If you could wake up and do business with one type of client, it would be this. Whether it's male from 18, like let's say you have a wing spot next to a college campus. You serve wings to anybody who wants wings, but your ideal client are 18-year-old to 21-year-old college students that love sports. That's your ideal client. If you could pick what client you would love to serve every day, it would be 18-year-old to 21-year-old college students who love sports, because tailgating, boxing matches, football games, they're gonna want wings. So yes, you do serve wings to everyone, but your ideal client is that particular group. Now, by knowing who that ideal group is, then you can serve them at a world-class level. What do college students between 18 and 21-year-old like? Most of them are in fraternities or sororities. You can cater to that group. What else do they like? They like going to the clubs. You can set up a mobile wing spot or a food truck outside the club that they go to, that they frequent. What else do they like? They like shopping. They like sneakers. Hey, doing a partnership with one of the Foot Lockers or one of the Champ Sports, that, hey, you buy a pair of shoes, you get a 10% off at the wings. You see the difference in just selling wings to everyone and knowing who your ideal client is. If you know who your ideal client is, you can serve them at a world-class level. At the same time, it's still selling wings to everybody else. Serving your ideal client at a world-class level does not alienate everybody else. If you still like wings, you can still come and get wings. All right? Next, do you have a customer mission statement in place? Not a business mission statement, a customer mission statement. Do you have a feedback loop in place for your employees? Do you have a feedback loop in place for your customers? And number 20, what 3 self-improvements have you made to yourself? This should have been first, to be honest. This should have been first, because if you're the manager or the owner, you're at the helm of the organization. If you are not constantly improving, then your employees are going to surpass you. And once they do, they're going to leave or they're going to take your job. So if you're the manager and you're not improving yourself consistently, then you have a problem. People don't respect people that they feel that they are above. So you don't have to be Einstein, but you definitely have to stay one step ahead of your employees. For myself, I try to make 3 improvements in regards to physical health. I mean, are you trying to get rid of that waistline? Another area of improvement that I try to make, of course, is in business. What area of my business am I going to improve? And the other area of my life is spirituality. Which part of my life am I going to get closer to God with, or divine or infinite intelligence, or whatever name you put on him? So you, as a business owner or manager, you should ask yourself, did you improve in 3 areas of your life? Doesn't have to be my 3, but whatever 3 areas of your life did you improve? So take the time before you jump into the first week of 2021 and like, yeah, I'm about to crush it. Slow down, baby. Take some time, answer these questions. You can take a screenshot of it, well, with your phone right real quick. I think, let me zoom in. Yeah, that's all 20 questions. So take a screenshot of this real quick. And ask yourself and go through, be honest. It's okay if some of them are no, if it's okay if some of them are negative. If you have questions or need help with any of the things on here that you don't understand, like what in the world is a feedback loop? What is an SOP? If you need help creating any of that, then just go to workwithwess.com, and myself and my team will definitely be able to help you, assist you with that. So that's easy. So not knowing is not an excuse anymore. If you don't know, there's someone who will gladly help you with that. So if you need help implementing anything on this list, then definitely go to workwithwess.com, and myself and my team will gladly help you and get you before you jump into 2021 blindly with baggage from last year. You know, you don't want to be the bag lady. Before you do that, put these things in place, rectify these things, and then you would have a more prosperous and more productive and efficient 2021. All right, so that's it. This is a in and out, like a robbery, real small, real quick. And again, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. But take a screenshot of this real quick. And answer these questions truthfully. Answer them truthfully. And ask yourself, if you need help, then again, go to workwithwess.com, and we will gladly assist you with that. All right. Listen, have a great week. You want to really make this week a doozy. The first week is a microcosm of the entire year. So you don't want to half step in the first week. You want to come out the gate swinging. Like, you want to give it your all. Tell yourself that all you have to do is do one strong week. Just crush it. That's what I tell myself. Like, it's not a whole year. I got 1 week to ace everything on every to-do list every day, Monday through Friday. And that's what I'm going to do. So you have 1 week. That's it. The end of the world is Saturday. You have 1 week to go hard or go home. That's what I tell myself. All right, listen. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. If you need help again with anything that I discussed on this list, just go to workwithwess.com, and we will gladly assist you. Peace. You can have an awesome day if you create it.